I'm Larry Ridley, and today's matchup should be interesting. The Redskins are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against a Panthers defense looking to knock that conversion rate down. Our broadcast team, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Cousins on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Second down now after the pass completion. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Here we go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU. And, boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, Newton. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a Carolina 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Josh Norman was not a first-round pick when he entered the NFL, but he always thought he should be. Never lacked for confidence, and now he plays at a Pro Bowl level.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many...
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run for it now. Here's Marcel Reese. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try the air now with Newton. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's Newton. And he finds his target. It's sharp. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think it's...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. Second down, Cousins. Deep drop. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead.
We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Cousins now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The play clock's running down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will go in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommended they run it again.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Set. Green 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Newton on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Newton now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down now following the run. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd and 2, Newton. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowed.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got time in the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. He got 29 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
To throw on second down is Newton. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Newton on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 23 yards on the play. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing, Cousins. The Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsom, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time. And 4th down coming up. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, block move, and staying in bounds.
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Panthers.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group, and they're going to go soft on the corners. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out proves somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go now.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Now he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Third down and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's brought in by Doxson. And out of of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
39.
Cousins on. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Cousins now from the 50. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
In motion, the tight end Reed.
Green, 39.
First down, here's Cousins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Green.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Completes it right side to Doxson. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
Play clock winding down. Now Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on second down is Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10. I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd down, Cousins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. second down. Here's Newton. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Set. Green 39. Now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A second down throw for Cousins. Looking deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins now on second down. Out to the left here to Reed. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Now in desperation, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
No. No. Why would you?
Critical News is fucking dead.
What's wrong with you?
He's dead. He is fucking dead.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
He's dead. That motherfucking critical news, son of a bitch.
Who's in the picture?
That's Moon. What do you mean? He's a pimp.